All right, so spring again. Mowing season is pretty much here, or at least right around the corner. I think you guys seem to enjoy my little haul videos that I did last year. I hopefully am not going to have as many coming in as last year, but I definitely want to do a couple videos like this. So yeah, let's just take a look at what I picked up. So I actually went out to get this tractor yesterday, LT 155. As you could see, the guy was creative, we'll say. Creative. But it seems like it's a solid tractor. Deck is decent. It's got the same wheel broken off as all the other ones. Check that out. Wheel horse hubcaps. 8-inch wheel horse hubcaps. Don't know why they have them on this John Deere, but there they are. So that's kind of another reason that I decided to grab it. It's got a plow. I got all the chains and stuff in the bed of the truck. Got the whole bagger system for it in here as well. There's the plow blade over there, as you can see. So that's the first one. I mean, it's got a nice seat on it. The guy swears up and down that it's going to start right up with a new battery. We'll see. Just so happened, literally 10 minutes away, this thing popped up on Marketplace. So I went and grabbed it. LA 105. Not my favorite with the 5-speed transmission, but better than the forward neutral reverse style one. It's just your typical, it's, you know, and I just sold an LA 115. Same thing. This one's just a 5-speed. It did come with the full bagger as well, which you guys can see on this side here. There's parts of the bagger. The bags are over there. I do love this LA series. It's one of my favorites, I think. The L's and the LAs are my two favorites. So it needs a little bit of touch up. I'll clean all that up. I'll paint all that. Make it look at least more presentable. Has about 300 hours on it. So that'll be a good tractor. Deck looks like it's in really good shape as well. Seats in mint condition. And then this one's kind of a funny story. So I actually went to go get this. This is just a US General 5-drawer cart. I have the 4-drawer version. And this was, again, right up the road, and if I can, because the top's down. You know, always can use more room for storing tools. So I grabbed that, and it just so happened as we were loading it, the guy noticed the other two tractors and gave me this thing. This is an LT 133. Sorry about the car noise there. LT 133. Nothing special. Looks super clean. The seat's in pretty good shape. Deck looks like it's in good shape. Again, the stupid wheels are broken off, the same as that one. And as you can see, I am on my 14-foot trailer again. The 18-foot's up at my dad's house in Maine, and I'm hoping to buy another 18-foot actually tomorrow for my trip to Pennsylvania. But yeah, and then we just get a couple over here actually. So that one's a project. This one runs and drives. I just finished this thing up. You can see how those wheels are supposed to be on the front there. They're always broken off. This one's rare that it's on there, honestly. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and unload all this stuff and get to work on it. And I also got to get loaded up for a delivery tomorrow. And I also need to fully clean out the bed of the truck because I can't have all that stuff in there. All right, starting this video off pretty strong. Here's the new trailer. Just picked this up today. Kind of a disaster going through the registry. This is my first legally registered trailer, I think, ever. But it's brand new and it is beefy as hell. It's a little narrower than I wanted, but the deal was just too good on it. And this is going to be the new mainstay, you know, tractor hauling trailer. My 14 just wasn't cutting it anymore, and my last 18 was falling apart and is in Maine right now. So yeah, so we're getting ready. We're getting prepped for plow day. Well, I decided that I needed to pick this up this morning. It's right up the road for me. But yeah, so now I just gotta put the plow back on the 330, strap it back down, hit the road. All right, and I just picked up 3 more. So let's take a look at these real quick. I actually picked up 4. We're not really gonna count that. Honorable mention, LT 150 or LT 155. I don't really remember what it is. Picked up this really nice X300. It's only got 190 hours on it, so it's still just a baby. It's obviously been left outside. That's where you see most of the fading. I did order a whole new top piece for this one. Hopefully I ordered the right one. I probably should check that. We got to get a new seat for it and then just really clean it up. It actually runs and drives. It's not too bad. Another one that runs and drives, an L110. This one I picked up with a bagger and everything. Picked it up last night on my way home from Pennsylvania. It runs and drives. It just needs a good cleaning. And then this is actually from a scrap clean out that I did, which is where I got that tractor from and a bunch of other scrap metal. L120. Saw the scrap ad for free. I told them, you know, hey, I want it. I'll come get it. And also, what is that John Deere in the background? And it happened to be this. So I went and picked this thing up before Pennsylvania and it seems like it's pretty decent. I mean, it's not a showpiece by any means, but I think with some good cleaning, the deck is the worst. These 48-inch decks are always just destroyed paint-wise, so maybe I'll repaint it. But the rest of the tractor's not too bad. And then another one that I picked up a little while ago, so it's not new, but I also picked up this Craftsman. Hey, is this a Craftsman? Yeah, it's a newer Craftsman. It's only got like 125 hours on it, I think, and the motor's junk. So this is going to be one for when my buddy comes back from college. I'm going to have him tackle this and swap a new motor into it. Probably put a Kohler or Briggs V-twin. Not really sure yet, but yeah, so they're the new 3. All right, get a couple more coming in right now. Did also finally pick up another set of 8-inch front wheel weights. These are probably going to go on the 330 because I put my other set on the 120. L110. This thing is actually in pretty nice shape. Definitely needs a good bath, but I mean, look at the back of this thing. It's all nice and shiny still. Seat's pretty decent for what it is. I don't know how many hours it's got on it. Full of a mouse nest, obviously. Gotta love it. But that's gonna be a nice little one to fix up. I mean, the deck is in really good shape. The whole tractor is. It's definitely gonna be a nice one to fix up. Also being a twin touch hydrostatic rear end. Super nice. I love these L series. We'll get to that in a minute. Also got an LT 155. That's actually in pretty good shape. This one's pretty nice. The caster or the gauge wheel on the front there is busted off like they all are. It's got a halfway decent hood. The top of the hood's been replaced. The bottom of it's broken there. That's no big deal. And the bumper's broken like they all are. It's cracked up here, but you know, I'll put some glue on that. We should be good to go. It's a nice looking little tractor for sure. Here's the other side of this one. Let's go take a look in that bucket. Super excited about this. So the gentleman I got all this stuff off of did something similar to what I do, but he is packing up and I guess headed south, retiring, calling it a day. So I got all of his manuals. There is a hell of a lot of literature in here. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. Nice John Deere mower there, LX series John Deere book. I mean, look at this thing. It's massive. Some cool diagrams. I believe these are Tecumseh diagrams. He almost threw this thing out. I can't believe that. I think he did. It was in his trash can. But look at this. And look at this side. This a little windy out. That's getting framed. Look how awesome that is. Super, super cool. It's got all the different style transaxles, like the 110 transaxle there. Trying to remember what these other ones are. Obviously a lot of rear engine riders. This looks like a race mower there, like a trike. Look at that. Pretty sweet. So that's definitely getting framed. And there's a whole bunch of other Tecumseh stuff, which I'm not a Tecumseh guy, but, you know, some of this old literature is just cool. I mean, look at this. Old Kohler books. There's one that's super cool that I really like the look of. Look at this Kohler. I've never seen one of these before. What is that? It's a 5-horse Polestar Command. And just kind of cool. So I'm a sucker for literature like this, so that was a good grab as well. Kind of sad that, you know, the older guys are getting out of it, but I am happy to take all their garbage. So yeah, that's pretty much it here. I gotta unload these, give them a bath, and we'll probably start working on this one today, honestly. I think I forgot to film a few things that I picked up. I'll have to look back through and see what I did film me getting. But 2 more today. Ingersoll 3014. The 3014 is a special tractor. It has a special place in my heart because my first tractor I ever bought was a 3014. I bought this for $100, thinking I was just going to keep it for parts, but it's actually in really nice shape. So this one might end up getting cleaned up. I think those are the factory Ingersoll plastic wheel weights. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think those are going to go on mine because I have the rear implement, you know, the Brindley style sleeve hitch and everything. But yeah, just another Ingersoll 3014. Really the only Ingersoll case that I really like just because it's the first one. And then we got an LT1000. Yep, LT1000. We'll see what's wrong with it. It looks like it's been mowing recently, so I don't know. The guy just gave it to me, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's 2 more. All right, well, I picked up a few more things today. Pretty cool. International cart, LX series John Deere. A couple of super cool rolling carts there. That's awesome. And then just some scrap metal and a Bobcat mower. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special, but good scrap. And these carts I am just so excited about, especially this one right here. Look at this thing. The whole tractor just fits right up on there. Awesome. Super cool. Now I gotta get this all unloaded. And just to finish up the day, hopefully, maybe not, just picked up a couple of these snowblowers. Kind of cool 826 John Deere. I love John Deere stuff, so that's a neat little grab. Just another couple snowblowers and big old transmission there, and a couple other things that are pretty cool. All just pretty much all scrap metal. And of course, my beloved, this does spin over. Spins over with good compression. Yeah, that'll probably run. My beloved 553 Bobcat, putting in another day's worth of work. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I grabbed today. Quite a bit. Well, not a tractor, but still pretty dang cool. Just picked up this CJ5. I'm not a Jeep guy, not a Mopar guy, Ford guy, as apparent by all the Fords. But this thing came up and it was so reasonably priced, and it's got a really cool surprise under the hood. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But I mean, it's got like nice brand new tires on it and wheels, and this one's a little, you know, a little bit of that, but it's all right. No seats. I got some coming. It's just a 3-speed, but what's under the hood is what makes this thing special. As you can see, a nice new radiator and a 4-liter out of a Wrangler. You know, the usual stuff. So somebody swapped this. They did all the hard work for us, and now I just get to clean it up, restore it, and play around with it. So pretty cool. Oh, just picked this one up. A little bit of an early morning grab. I think it was on Marketplace for 2 minutes when I messaged the guy. Don't mind the Jeep stuff. LA 125. Supposedly ran last year, doesn't run now. So I guess we'll dive into it. But it's super clean. I mean, this is a good looking tractor. I got a nice seat and a nice bagging system for this thing. And this will be a good unit. Be a good unit for sure. All right, got 2 more coming in. Sorry about the Bobcat running behind me. Picked up this L108 yesterday. I think it's an 18-horse Briggs. Yep, 18-horse Briggs power tractor. This one actually runs and drives real well. I just need to give this thing a bath and get her all nice and cleaned up. Not a half bad tractor. And then we picked up this, which I'm very excited about. This is a 155C. This is pretty much an LA series machine, but it is, as far as I'm aware, the commercial version of it. You can see the C. So big wheels and tires, all that nice stuff. Upgraded steering wheel. This isn't the original seat, but this one does have lumbar support, all that good stuff. So yeah, another nice grab. Definitely excited about these two. I picked up another one I'll show you in a little bit, and I also just grabbed this junky push mower for scrap. So yeah. Also picked up this John Deere 57 with this Model 30 cart, which as you can see is definitely watertight. Picked this thing up at Zagreb, this whole setup. I just saw this thing with the plow and I couldn't resist it. So I grabbed it and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's gonna be a cool little unit. The guy told me it did not have spark and it was not gonna run. And we got it running and I drove it around a little bit at the show. Just a kind of a cool little tractor, just weird. I plan on making a video on it along with the 30 cart here. So yeah, there you go. All right, well, we had a very good weekend at the auction, as you can see, and this is just some of it. Picked ourselves up a Dingo 220. Nothing too special, needs to be gone through. I'm going to completely I'll take everything apart, make sure everything's good, tension everything up properly, put a plate over that, do all the usual maintenance stuff. But it's pretty neat. They're a little weird to run. This is the first one I ever ran, but it's got a 23-horse Kohler Command. Those are great engines. And it runs, drives, and operates. It's pretty decent. So yeah, and then I also picked up this 757 John Deere. The deck needs spindles, unfortunately. That's not really what they said, but yeah, it needs spindles. It does run and drive. I drove it on here, drove it around with my buddies, and then now I'm going to start it up and drive it off and maybe take a couple pictures of it in case if I want to just list it as a project instead of doing it. But yeah, you can see, you can see that. That's all busted out, which I knew that one was, but the other one I did not. They're seized up, so. Yep, but yeah, there you go. Just a couple of the auction buys so far. I'll show you guys the rest of them once I get them. Well, there you go. Another load of stuff coming in, and I gotta go pick up the shipping containers a couple days from now, and then we'll have everything back. So yeah, pretty good. So as of recently, I have, for some reason, decided that I am now somewhat into Jeeps. I picked up a CJ5, I don't know, maybe like a month ago now. And I really, really enjoy that thing. I like driving it around. It's a 3-speed with a 4-liter in it, actually. So that's kind of cool. But I am planning on going and restoring it up in Maine at my dad's house. So knowing me, that will never get finished ever again. And I just really enjoy driving it. So I picked this thing up. All right, picked this one up a little while ago. LA 110. Don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but some mice made a house. And it doesn't sound too fantastic when you crank it over. So we'll see. I do have another good running engine for this thing if need be. Other than that, looks like it's in pretty good shape. So yeah, definitely a good one here. Well, I can't quite remember if I've shown the other Jeeps I've been picking up in this video or not, but you guys will probably end up seeing this one. I just picked this thing up. It is just a TJ, nothing special. It's decent. The frame has been plated. But it's got some pretty cool aftermarket off-road stuff. It's obviously lifted. I'm not a Jeep guy. I'm not a Mopar guy. I'm not a Chrysler guy. I'm a Ford guy. You can see the old F-150 here towing this thing. But for some reason recently, I just kind of got in a little kick to look at some Jeeps. And yeah, I bought a YJ, which you guys might have already seen. I sold that. And then I picked this thing up. It's rusty, but you can see it's rusty. But the frame's not terrible on it. The interior is pretty decent on it as well. Nothing too special. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun little project. All right, we got 3 more. It's been a while since I've gotten a tractor. So, got a nice little Model 70 here. This is for the museum. I've got my Model 50 cart that's going to go behind it. Because I have an 80 cart that's going behind my 120. And the little 30 cart going behind that rear engine rider I picked up at Zagre, which I think I showed you guys in this video. I sold this to my buddy a few years ago. I just got it back. So pretty cool, nothing too special. This one's technically not mine. I'm just kind of saving it from my buddy. This again was also mine at some point. Yeah, just a little Massey 7. It's for my buddy Justin. He's kind of the Massey and Alice Chalmers guy, so I think he's just using the rear end out of it or something. But look how nice this nose cone is. You don't see nose cones like that in that shape anymore. It's pretty decent. And then I got an L108. I thought this was a little bit better than it actually is. It's a little rough. It's a little sad, but it was at least running in 2019, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Nothing too crazy. I think I have all the parts for it. Spindles are seized up on it, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's kind of that. Got a couple of new ones coming in today. It's going to start raining here in a little bit. I hear it's going to be like a monsoon tomorrow, so I'm trying to get some work done. Just want to show you guys this before I put them away. Well, I don't remember if I showed you guys any of these, so I'm just going to make a new video for it. L110, picked this thing up the other day. Mint seat. Look at that thing. Just a little dirty. Got to clean that up. It runs actually pretty good. It definitely needs some love. It's not a perfect tractor. The biggest thing is that I got to swap the rear end in it. Obviously, the tires are roached out. One front tire holds air. That one doesn't. I think maybe one of the backs. Does this one hold? Yeah, that one holds pretty good. It's just going to be a beater mower. It's not going to be anything special. Be good for somebody who just wants to maybe maintain trails or something, but it runs so good I can't not fix it up and put a new transmission into it. Then I drove a little over an hour today through rush hour traffic to pick this L110 up. Again, runs mint. This one drives and mows. It's just incredibly dirty. It's all the typical, that's just how all these Kohlers are. They leak oil. Just is what it is. But yeah, there's another one. I think it's got like 300 and something hours on it, something along those lines. It looks solid. Deck looks solid. Deck sounds good. Drives good. Seems like it's a decent little unit. And I also picked this thing up. I think I overpaid it by just a little bit, but I think it's going to run pretty easily. I think it has a blown head gasket. That's my guess right now. But it's just a L120 48-inch mower deck. I don't buy too many things with the 48s. I prefer the 42-inch, but every once in a while it's nice to get one in. Seat's not in terrible shape. I don't know how many hours it has. It has like 690 hours on it, so still plenty of life left. Not too bad. I have a full bagger for this. Those are the bags in the back of the truck. Full bagger for this and for that L110 that I just showed you. So yeah. All right, well, this one just got dropped off to me. This thing supposedly has a bad head gasket. It does have a full bagger with it. Just your standard 42-inch deck. She's pretty dirty. Gonna need a nice bath. But it's a Briggs. It's the typical stuff, I've replaced a lot of head gaskets on these. And once you do it, they're great. They're great motors once you do that. It just, they're older. They've been sitting. See how many hours it's got. 353. That's still a baby. She's got plenty of life left in her. So yeah, I just got this one dropped off to me. This is the one I was working on earlier. I did clean it. Definitely came out really nice. This is going to make somebody a really awesome tractor. But yeah, there you go. All right, and here's the final one of the video, I think. Probably at this point. Just a L100 5-speed, 25 bucks. Got it dropped off to me. Guy just didn't want it anymore. No engine. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. Looks like a halfway decent little machine. So, yeah, there you go. And then the gem, I went all the way up to New Hampshire for these. And I went for this Massey MF14 with a Johnson workhorse loader on it. This thing's all outfitted, 3-point hitch on the back, as you guys saw. This thing's super nice. I'm not going to spoil too much of it and not show too much of it because there'll be a whole video dedicated right to that tractor. But yeah, I think that's it for the last couple of months. I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, well, I'm tacking this on at the end. I can't not show you guys this thing. I just picked this thing up for a steal. Like, seriously, it was crazy. Drove over an hour to go grab it after already driving and picking up another L series John Deere. I think it's that one right there, L100. So you get to see that one too. I ended up having to load it up with the Massey. I'm kind of glad I had that with me. This is super cool. Old trip bucket or whatever you want to call that. Panzer loader, duals. Those duals will definitely be going on a wheel horse, I think. And yeah, it cranks over and everything. And actually, I had to help it up the trailer by cranking it and putting it in gear. But yeah, I got the bucket and everything for it. Super cool, super excited. It's a nice little unit. And honestly, this little Massey here, this thing is super impressive. I really like this tractor. It's definitely my favorite garden tractor loader I've ever had. So this one might be sticking around for a little while at least.